Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Saints taking on Justin Herbert and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to get this to Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll fight his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go! Let's go! 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Robinson, 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50.
They run. Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
23 yards the pickup there.
Saints. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 at the Giants' 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to...
It's on the ground. Who's got it? The Giants. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll get this one to Galladay. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
10 yards to go.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 2-yard line.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The tackle made by Monte Nicholson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. James Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And it's good as as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And after the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
New York.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Burrow will throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Now Burrow. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
39 yards there, a big one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll drop this time to Taylor. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Harrison Butker is set to...
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The kicker here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Galladay, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. These guys being tied in over a minute complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
And 4 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 33-17, the final score. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, here's Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people in the field to try to help against the run.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try and run Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Gordon on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
New York set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 10.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Herbert off of play action. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Burrow. He almost had it defensively. changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Giants now down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Herbert in mark 3.
Joe Burrow sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Herbert's pass.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out.